Guys, what's going on? It's Starfield Dad here. 3 new videos from Bethesda. I want to go over them. They're called the Settle Systems, and they're really, really cool. So I have watched them previously, but I want to do the reaction, kind of talk with them with you guys. So here you see, it flashes 3 cities, or 3 star systems, and Supra et Ultra is Latin for above and beyond. I did have to look that up. I had no clue what that meant. But as you jump into this one, he's going to New Atlantis. We've seen a ton of times in all of the Starfield info, and he lands. Capital United Colonies, we know that, and he's definitely a courier. Matching outfit, hat, uniform, all that good stuff. He's got a package and a list, or a destination where he needs to go. Now this is interesting because he sees the giant city. He's clearly never been to something this large, and he's in awe because he runs right into these couple Vanguard guys. And I don't know if it's that the Vanguard was nice to him there when they bumped in, or that he saw this poster and everything clicked. An epiphany happened, because you can see he looks into his soul and he knows he needs to do something better with his life than being a courier. So he walks right into Mass, which we've seen a ton of times too in the previous Starfield videos, accepts the responsibility, signs up for Vanguard, and he's off. He's got his own spaceship, he's ready to go. I mean, it makes it kind of cool that if it is that easy to get into the Vanguard. And you can see there looks like he's going to a rescued ship, or rescuing a ship, gets credits for it. Now he's in a space battle. And I mean, he's definitely a good pilot, obviously, getting more credits. And I love the fact that they make this look like an old Voltron, 1980s anime. But after all that's said and done, you can see the place he has. It's a beautiful apartment. He's drinking. He's got clearly a better life for himself. And he looks down. He sees the ship's taking off. And clearly he's resting or on leave. But immediately when he sees those ships, he's ready to go again. He's going to go down here. He's going to get into his ship, start it up, and go. He loves what he's doing. The smirk on his face, the happiness you see. And I just think it's really well done how they did this. I mean, yeah, the graphics, someone pointed out to me in the comments that the graphics were like, meh, but it's unique how they do it. It's an anime style. And so with that being said, let's go to the next video and watch it real quick. All right, so the next one is called, obviously it's all titled The Settle Systems, but you can see, it'll show it again here, the star systems, how it points to 3, and now we're on a different one. And this one, no Latin, unfortunately, but it does say where hope is built. And you really focus on that title and watch this video, it really makes sense. Because what's going to happen here is, they're at Aquila City, which we've seen in some videos too. Excuse me. And there's a little girl with her parents. The picture's up there. There's something wrong with the ship. She can't figure it out. I don't know if she has any mechanical training, but you can tell she's definitely been working on it for a while. Parts and pieces all over the ground, and now something's fried. And obviously frustrating. So she goes into Aquila City. I like to establish 2167, so we kind of know a time frame when that came about. And she's going around asking everybody, hey, I need this part. Can you help me? Now this is what's really cool. So you see that's a memorial. There's flowers. There's someone pointing. And then it goes this flashback of mech warriors. Now that's interesting because we know there's no ground vehicles in any Starfield, but you can actually see it's like a flashback of her parents. They were some kind of soldiers, some kind of mech, captains, and they're destroyed. Now we don't have a lot of lore on that right yet, but I know we're going to get a bunch. And clearly they sacrificed themselves to save this city, this planet, or whatever. And just like the previous one with an epiphany, she walks out of the city, sees this, bandit essentially trying to get something from this guy, possibly even kill him, and here she comes to save the day. Boom, knocks him out. I do like how they're just leaving the guy there, though, and the old man's like, here, let me give you something. So some credits, so clearly can help, but she is a person possessed. She knows what she wants and what she needs. So she's going to go right over to this ship that's not being used, clearly had a tarp over it, and get the piece that she needs. And the old man's like, hey, you're good with it. Saved my life. Let's go. So she puts that in. Ship's working, functionality. And what I really like about how this ends right now is that she takes off. She has the picture of her parents and herself on the memorial because there's nothing there for her to stay there. Her parents are gone. She's probably been there her whole life. She's ready to explore beyond the stars. Now let's go to the next video before we talk about the final conclusions. All right, we're back again with the third video, and this one you'll see again here too. It goes right into the 3 quick flashes. Now we know we had Alpha Centauri, Aquila City, and now we're going to I call it the Cyberpunk 77 city, but the hand that feeds. So It's an interesting play on words. If you know, don't bite the hand that feeds you. So we're in Neon, I always say it wrong, Via City. And I love that it does look like a cyberpunky type thing. It's obviously the pleasure city, as it says. So we got two, guy and a girl, obviously buddies, going into the bar. And you can see they team up. You know, they hoodwink this guy out of his goods. And they run parkour, if you will. And they're going to trade this stuff in, get whatever money they can. So they're kind of like bandits, but who knows what their end goal is. Now, you can see that's the card that's on this giant tower in Neon City. And she looks up like she wants something from there. She wants more of it. And you can see something happen, a riot or anything. But there's a, I don't know if he works for that, because it's almost, you can tell it's a Japanese type company. You can see the gi, they almost wear the Japanese symbol. And this guy's like, hey, I want that. And he's ready to kill this guy. She clearly is not. Ooh. Barely missed him. It's amazing how they're two good friends, but this quickly tore them apart. So he takes off. She's there, and I don't know if you don't know if her initial reaction was, "Hey, I'll get a bounty out of this," but she goes up, she returns whatever it was, or there's the guy she saved, and clearly a contract of some sort. You got a gun, a pen, ready to sign up. She's getting what she always wanted. So, and I'm going to dive more into this, what this company is. We've heard from it a little bit before in Starfield previously, but now let's go right into let's talk about a little bit about the conclusion of this stuff, and let's go. Okay, so essentially, I said I was going to talk about that Japanese symbol. If you don't know, that is most likely the Xenofresh Corporation symbol. Now, they established Neon City because they found a certain type of fish on that planet that gives like this psychosomatic, get a high off a drug feeling. So they developed that into a mostly illegal drug, and that's why that city's like the pleasure city. A lot of illegal stuff going on there. But so to sum up everything we just watched, and I hope you stuck around for all this, I can't believe that these were done in just vain. I think each one of these videos is a character or characters we will meet later in Starfield, whether, the first gentleman, it's a courier that works for the Vanguard, saves us in a mission, we save him, we come across him. Same thing with the little girl, or now she's an older adult that travels off that planet. Who knows? She may be joining Constellation. She may be part of a ragtag group that helps us take down some bad guys. As with the girl we saw for the Xenofresh Corporation, she may become an ally to us or an enemy. But either way, Starfield or Bethesda does not do these things just to do them. There's a point and a plot behind them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a quick one, but let me know your thoughts and ideas and what you think is going to happen in the comments. And obviously, if you like this kind of content, you want to see more of it, hitting that subscribe button would do more than you know. So until next time, guys, at Astra, take care.